All right, you should take out worksheets 3-1, crossword puzzle, your ISN, 3 sheets of orange paper, like this, and cut them in half. And that's it for you guys. Okay, when I have something on the board, I expect you guys to be doing it as you walk into class. Okay, today's a really long lecture, so we have to go pretty quick. Okay, as usual, what's going to be our new routine is we have a calendar update. Today, on page 33 of your ISN, we are going to be doing line segment examples. So when we do it, you should already know what page it's on, right? It's on page 33. We have homework. This page here, let's see this really quick. This homework page, I have a couple of extra there, is going to be due when? Look on your calendar. Look at your calendar right here. What does it say right there? Worksheet 3-1 odd is due 9/14. 9/14 is a Thursday. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a couple, maybe a minute, minute and a half to write that down. And your ISN, and pass it to a neighbor, we're going to grade it. Make sure you try grading red pen if you have red pen, pen if you don't have a red pen. What? Because part of it's going to be graded. Or checked, I should say. Should be an easy grade. Should be happy. Okay. So, where's my... Okay. Across, number 2, points that lie on the same plane. Keyword there being same plane. Same means co, plane means planar, coplanar. If it's spelled a little bit wrong, that's okay. Points that do not lie on the same points that do not lie on the same plane. Points that do not lie on the same plane, not same, number 7. Not same line. So, not the same line, non-collinear. It's number 7. Non-collinear. It has 2 L's. Number 8. An object with no thickness and extends indefinitely in 2 directions. Indefinitely in 2 directions. It's a line. I think someone said it before you. Line. Number 9, ray. Are part of a line consisting of one endpoint and extended infinitely in one direction, so an endpoint and like that. This is number 9. That's called a ray. It's already given to you, though. An exact location in space. I'm going to stop right there. An exact location. An exact location in geometry is a what? Is a point. Point. You guys got the point. Thanks. I appreciate sympathy laughs. A flat surface. I'm going to stop right there. In geometry, what's a flat surface? A plane. That's because she's smart. Rays that share a common endpoint but continue indefinitely in opposite directions. That is called a opposite ray. Opposite rays. They look like this. What do those make? A line. Points that do not lie on the same plane. Not same plane means non-coplanar. Non-coplanar. Okay, so all right, your TEK is deriving So, what are we looking for in this problem? Okay, what in the world does EF mean? It is a line segment. Okay, when you see EF or any 2 points without a hat, it is supposed to be the measurement of EF, or the distance between E to F. We're trying to find that total distance, the total measurement. So you read this, the measurement of EF is, and that's what we're trying to figure out. If it didn't have a hat, then it's just saying line segment EF. Okay? So, let's try to solve this. The measurement of EG is what? How many inches? 2.5 inches. The measurement of GF is 2.8 inches. And we are trying to find the measurement of E to F. So we're going to use a variable. We're going to use X. Use whatever letter you want. Okay, take your 2 pieces of paper you just wrote out. Put them together. Is that the same size as a large piece of paper? Yes, it is. So would you say this piece of paper plus this piece of paper adds up to be equal to this piece of paper? Do you see the equation we just wrote? That's the whole point of the pieces of paper, is to show you physically you're literally adding the 2 segments together to get the total length. So let's write that mathematically. EG, measurement of EG, this piece of paper, plus the measurement of this piece of paper, or this line segment, GF, is equal to the total measurement of EF. From this point, all we have to do is plug things in. EG was 2.5 inches. Plus GF was 2.8 inches. Is equal to EF, which was X. We're writing our equation first. 2.5 plus 2.8 is equal to 5 plus 3 is 13, carry the 1, 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5.3 inches. So 5.3 inches is equal to X. Raise your hand if you think that's the answer. Raise your hand if you don't think that's the answer. Am I the only one that doesn't think that's the answer? Okay. Spoilers, it's not the right answer. Well, it is and isn't. I have a question. Did I ask you to find X for me? What did I ask you to find? Total length of what? Did I report the total length of EF anywhere in there? So is this the correct answer? No. There's the units right there. That is the correct unit. What I'm saying is the proper way to report this would be the measurement of EF is equal to 5.3 inches. Is X equal to 5.3 inches? Correct. That's 100% correct. But that's not what I was asking for. I did not ask for X. Does that make sense? I asked for specifically the measurement of EF. So when you give me my answer, it needs to be specific. It needs to be specifically E to F. Let's see if the chances of this is still nope. Oh, it is still recording. Yay. For now, right? Okay. From now on, it's your choice. You can either use the papers or just draw these out. You still either have to draw them or glue in the papers, though. I'll let you choose, okay? So, copy this down. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to do that. Okay, so now we're looking for the measurement of PR. PR is right here. I'm going to write an X right there. It's also down here. We know the total measurement of P to S is going to be 5.8 millimeters. The total measurement of RS is going to be 3.7 millimeters. So what can we say? We can say this segment plus this segment is equal to this one, right? This plus this is equal to this large one. Are we all good on that? So let's write that as an equation. X plus 3.7 millimeters is equal to 5.8 millimeters. We're trying to get x by itself. We have x plus something. What's the opposite of adding? So we want to subtract 3.7 millimeters. 3.7 minus 3.7 is 0. We have x plus 0 is equal to 5.8. Oops, that's a huge mistake. We need to subtract it on both sides. You can't just subtract from one side. 3.7 on both sides, minus 3.7 on both sides. 8 minus 7 is 1. 5 minus 3 is 2 millimeters. X is equal to 2.1 millimeters. Okay? That's not my answer, though. It is and isn't, right? It's not how I want it reported. I want it reported as PR, the measurement of PR, is equal to 2.1. Who thinks that's right? Who thinks that's wrong? Why is it wrong? Have to add the units. Good catch. Sixth period didn't catch that. Are we ready to move on to the next question? Or do we need a little bit more time? Okay, a little bit more time. All right, same thing for this one. Okay, this one's trickier, though. There's a reason why this one's trickier. I'm going to try to let you figure it out on your own, though. I'll give you guys like 2 minutes to do it. Okay, so the problem about this problem is that there's no units on the bottom, right? We don't know what plus this is equal to 8.8. Okay, but there's something new that you should see on this problem that you haven't seen before. You guys see what I'm talking about? What is it? You got these little red lines, right? Okay, these little red lines are called congruency ticks. These will not disappear ever, ever, ever in all of geometry. This means congruency. What does congruency mean? Same. Same size, same shape. This is the same size, same shape as this, indicated by these two tick marks. Does that make sense? So if we're looking for WY, and WY is X, this is the same as this, so what does this have to be? Same. So if this is X, what does this have to be? X. Good job. So if we wanted to write this in our pieces of paper, it would look something like that. This paper plus this paper is equal to that paper there. X plus X is equal to 8.8 millimeters. What's 1x plus 1x? 2x's. We have 2x's here. Is equal to 8.8 millimeters. What's the opposite of multiplying by 2? Dividing by 2. Dividing in half. Cancels out. We get x is equal to 4.4 millimeters. Did I go too fast? Okay. It's wrong. That is wrong. Good catch. Why is that wrong? Good catch. I was like, man, we're going through this quick, and I did it wrong, right? You are 100% correct. It should be WY is equal to 4.4 mm. So let me rewrite that. Okay. This next one, I'm not going to make you write these into the journal. I'm going to do them pretty quickly, though. Measurement of KP. Here's K. Here's P. The easiest way to get the measurement is simply to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Measurement of KP is 9. Do we have any units? No. If you do not have units, you actually write in the word units. Do I need to do another example, or do you guys got this? No, you don't need to write this one down. Another way to do this, the proper way to do this, is to say, absolute value of the k position, which is what? -4 minus the p position, which is 5. Absolute value, what's -4 minus 5? No, -9. But we take the absolute value of it, which ends up being 9. Absolute value, you make your negatives positive, your positives stay positive. Okay? That's the proper way to do it. I think it's easier just to count it. Right? Okay, this is the last question. This one will be in your notebook for sure. I want you to write this down. You guys have about 2 minutes to write this down. Page 34. Okay, 10 minutes. Ooh, we're going to get out. Ish. I don't know. I think they send a note typically. It's like a note. They send it to whatever teacher. Oh, I'm going to take attendance while we're copying this down. Jackie? Joanna? Jose? Suni? Abdul? Adriana? Robert? Okay. What's your last name? Okay, Manon. All right. Robert? Is Robert here? It's Martin or Marion? Marion? Is it Marion? Okay. Where did I get the T from? Host. Joshua? Joshua? Is Joshua not here? Shalira? Is that right? Hey. Brianna? Okay. Jonathan? Valeria? Anthony? Daniel? Blake? Okay. Sounds like we're ready to go. All right, the first step to solving this problem is to first read your problem. Find the value of x and b, measurement BC, so we know we have at least 2 answers, if b is in between c and d. So we know b is in between c, d. So we have c, b in the middle, and d. Do we have any problems on how I got that? So b is in between. That's the first step. It's really hard to do these problems without drawing this out. Even I draw them out most of the time. Next thing we want to do is we want to label our measurements. CB is 4x minus 9. CB, 4x minus 9. BD, 3x plus 5. Do we have any problems on how I got those two? Last but not least, CD, the entire thing, C all the way to D, is 17 units. Any problems on how I got that? Now it's just a standard problem. We know this segment plus this segment should add up to be how much? The entire thing are 17. 4x minus 9 plus 3x plus 5 is equal to 17. Combine like terms. This is a like term. This is a like term. 4x plus 3x is 7x, right? 7x minus 9 plus 5 is equal to 17. Negative 9 plus 5 is negative 4 is equal to 17. Now it's a simple two-step equation. We need to first, we have 7x minus 4. Get rid of the 4. What's the opposite of minus? plus 4 plus 4 cancels out. We get 7x is equal to 21. Divide both sides by 7. Good job, guys. X is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. Okay. Next problem. We figured out what the x is equal to. Have we figured out what BC is equal to? No, we have not. Okay, let's look at this. Is this BC? That's CB. It's kind of close. Is this BC? Not even close. What about this one? Not even close. So this is the closest one. So I have a question for you guys. If I were to measure from B to C with a ruler, would it be the same measurement as from C to B with a ruler? So that means these two measurements are the same. That means the measurement of BC is equal to the measurement of CB, because it's just going in two different directions, right? So we can substitute this in for BC. So we know BC is equal to 4x minus 9. Do we know what x is equal to? 3. It's equal to 3. 4 times 3 minus 9. 4 times 3 is 12 minus 9. 3 again. Measurement of BC is equal to 3. Do we have any units? So what do we write? Units. Here is my challenge question. No one's got this, but I've only asked 2 periods. Is this right or wrong? Even though it's missing units? There's no units involved. You have to write the... Who thinks you need to actually write the word units in there? Who thinks that it's correct as is? Why do you think it's correct as is? No. Variables typically